Hey everyone, welcome to Anatomy of a Movie News. Today is June 11th, and this week we have a lot of exciting things to talk about.
So first off, if you are like us in LA, go down to downtown LA, LA Live. LA Film Fest is here.
Yay!
Starts today, goes all the way through June 19th. Plus, it's the 20th anniversary, so I'm sure they're going to be doing like extra special activities. And it's just a great way to see what's out there, see all these new films.
I mean, I'm so excited because Jersey Boys will be there.
And we are going to be seeing that soon, so combining the musical aspect.
Yes, and I'm going to be hopefully really pushing everyone here at Anatomy for us to cover Jersey Boys because I am just bursting with excitement for that
I already
one.
have that down.
Okay,
oh,
good,
yeah.
good.
That's happening.
Another
Check.
one that is a movie that I'm dying to see is Obvious Child, which posts a huge specialty box office opening. Now, we've been talking a lot about box office openings for the big summer hits, all the comedies, all of the action films that are out. But what's cool is Obvious Child was a Sundance pick. It was picked up there, and it's doing really well in the specialty box office. It's right behind Chef, which was also another big pickup from festival season. Mm-hmm. And it's just cool to see that these smaller festival films are being picked up and are doing well in box office. So Obvious Child, for those of you film and movie lovers who want to see something a little bit different, that's a great choice to go and see.
Thanks. I actually hadn't heard of it. So when you were talking about it earlier, I was like, oh, wow, this is another one that to keep your eye out for.
Yeah, great things. It's doing really well on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's a comedy about abortion, which is a little interesting.
And you just have to go into it open-minded.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Well, on the other spectrum of films, let's talk about a big budget film that's coming out, Pan.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman took a picture of himself with a shaved head, and it's been going crazy. Like, it's everywhere. It's on Twitter. People are tagging it on Instagram, and he's just calling so much attention to it because he's going to be playing Blackbeard, this new version of Pan. He's not replacing Captain Hook. There's a Captain Hook as well, but the film is being produced by Warner Brothers, and it's being directed by Joe Wright. So he did Atonement, Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, so it's going to be beautiful.
Exactly. So this is going to be, in my opinion, kind of like more of like the Finding Neverland aspect. Yes. It's going to be gorgeous. I think we're about to see just beautiful shots. And there's some new people. They're bringing in some new cast, but then obviously big hitters like Hugh Jackman. But it seems like a lot of the star power is coming in the older roles versus the person playing Peter Pan is younger. So it's going to be a totally different take. The other interesting part of this story is that there was a bunch of Peter Pan movies rumored to be happening. Supposedly Disney was developing a movie version of the Broadway musical Peter and the Starcatchers. There was a Peter Pan origin story being produced by Channing Tatum.
Wow.
There was another one called Pan. So there was all these ideas about Peter Pan, but Wright's one is the only one ready for production, and it's supposed to come out next year in July.
Oh, exciting. Another summer box office right there.
Exactly. Speaking of kind of Disney-oriented stuff, Disney is just filling us with news. First off, Pixar's Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo, is getting its engines going. It just signed on a co-director who's to join Andrew Stanton is Angus McLean, who did Toy Story of Terror. So they're adding on, this project is getting steam. Also, Disney's launching the Lion King sequel TV series, The Lion Guard.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so they're just adding and adding. And if you want to see the originals, you can go start downloading. It's Disney Movies Anywhere. It's an app. It's free. And basically, it's Disney's way of making it easy to buy their movies and also have a place to store your movies, like in the cloud.
Oh, wow. So the app is free, but you still have to pay to buy the films.
So, yes. So it
Got
seems.
it.
But if you get it now, you get The Incredibles for free.
Oh, cool.
So if you just download this app, you get The Incredibles. And I think that what really struck me about that piece of news is I think that this is going to be a trend. Like, we've talked so much about how Netflix is huge, how Hulu, how all of these online or streaming digital media for movies is ginormous. But Disney is capitalizing on that as a studio. And they're bringing kind of what their products are in one area. And I think this could be a trend. I think we might in the future see Warner Brothers, see
yes,
all these different studios being like, have access to all of our movies for some sort of set price.
And my prediction is, and we're saying it here first, guys, but Amazon's coming out with their version of Apple TV. And my roommate and I are huge Amazon Prime people, so they sent it to us for free. Thank you so much, Amazon. But it's all apps, and I think that's what it's going to be. There's going to be your HGTV app, your Disney app, your Warner Brothers app, and I think in the future we'll be watching TV through apps. And instead of channels, it will be apps, but there'll be movie versions too. And so I totally agree. And Disney seems to be one of the first ones kicking it off.
Exactly. I mean, Disney obviously has a lot of properties, so they have a ton that can go on this app, but it'll be interesting to see how this does affect the smaller studios, the bigger studios, and what the draw for is.
I think it'll be cool because I think they'll be able to release more movies a year, and they'll just put the smaller ones for people who have the app.
Yeah.
We'll get to see them. So maybe like Maleficent 2 will be on the app or something. Remember when they would do movies straight to video? Now it'll be straight to the app.
Exactly. That's very true. And Anatomy of a Movie will be keeping you updated on all of this.
Yes, for sure. And I want to talk about the summer box office. We've been talking about it a lot recently, and it seems that the trend this summer, because so many great movies are coming out, that it's like you win the box office this week, but next week, get out of here. And we found that basically there are many one-hit wonders this summer that hit it big and then go away. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Neighbors, Godzilla, X-Men, Maleficent, they all seem to be like this. And Fault in Our Stars, which we will be covering this Friday on Anatomy of a Movie, they seem to have won it this time. And it's cool because not only are a movie like Fault in Our Stars, which is, one of those ugly cry teen romance, but dramas, which is so great, is winning the summer box office. But we have comedies, we have, movies like Maleficent, and then we have big summer box office.
Action movies, Disney movies, children's movies. Like, there's so much range. But it is also very, I'm not surprised by the one-hit wonders. Just looking at the schedule about how my personal anticipation for each of these movies, it kind of was going in the order they came out.
Yeah, and it's smart. It's showing that the studios are picking release dates very specifically. There are tons of comedies coming out. I mean, it looks like 22 Jump Street or How to Train Your Dragon 2 is going to knock out Fault in Our Stars. I mean, it's like every week there are at least 2 or 3 movies that everyone is going to see this summer. And so, the movies are still killing it. It's
Share
great.
the movie love.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, that was this week in Anatomy of a Movie news. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.